Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to play Seablock. In the previous episode I built this power plant, started it up and connected it to the power network so that now we have this main grid with a maximum consumption limit of 600 megawatts, and we actually given it up to 450 megawatts. So now we shouldn't really have issues with the power. I also started building this tiny build. Well, I started placing charcoal here, but the idea is that this build will be using, will be used for what is here? For glass production, I believe, right? Let's check. Yes. This is going to be used for glass production. We need a little bit of charcoal here, and we need a little bit of charcoal for the other one as well. For this one, I'll probably use different charcoal builds, like I'll just copy it, most likely. And one thing that... Or maybe I'll just build it from one build, we'll see. There's not much really point in placing a completely new build just for this thing, I guess. Right, one thing here is, I believe this build is not quite correct, because we actually want to use steel smelters here, here, and here. And another thing that is not quite ideal here is like the inserters. I don't, I'm not using inserters like this. Actually have this build that should have a better usage of inserters. They are placing things that's supposed to be placing them on different sides of the belt. Nice. Now we need to get access to the water. This is Algae Farm 3. I probably want to have some lights somewhere here. I'm not sure exactly where. Maybe here and here. Yeah, that should probably be good. That should be enough. And maybe... I don't know, we could have one light here. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Now, we have a good build. Let's... I'm gonna wait until it works and then I'll copy it. Meanwhile, we wanted today to build... Do we want to build lime or glass? Let's... Okay. Let's build glass. Because the reason we are building glass is because we actually have a space here for the glass. And we don't really have a area and field for the lime just yet. So we are not gonna do it now. Okay, our poles are correct. Robots want to be recharged, which makes a lot of sense actually. Like this. Robots are busy. Let's see. What do we need? We need to build... Okay, that's an interesting one. How do we split this process? So we have lead ingots that are kind of circling here, and the ratio is 1 to 2 to... what? 9? No. To 4.5. I'm confused. 1 to 2 to 9. And we'll need 3 copies of that. 1 to 9. Okay. This looks very interesting, to be honest. So let's say we're building 9 of this. 8. 9, right? Let's say we copied it. Let's say we have a belt producing something. So we have a belt. We have this power pole. We'll have a light here or something, and we'll have this kind of connection. Okay, nice. Now that's. Wait, that's not actually 9. That's 18. We need half of it. We basically just need something like this. Okay. This is 9. We need 2 of this connected here. 1, 2. Oh, they have. They can taking 2 things as the input. They are taking. Okay, this is actually turning to be more complicated than I thought. One of the problems is that we don't actually have this research available. And we don't have it available because blue science is stuck, and it's stuck because we don't actually have enough fuel oil. And we don't have enough fuel oil because we ran out of fuel oil. And yeah, this whole thing can be deleted because it doesn't lead anywhere. So we kinda have a tiny issue here, but it's not a huge one. And what we could do, we could build this thing, barrel and pump, and we could just barrel stuff here. We can also get the stuff here. So we are interested specifically in this one, right? So we could say this is our provider chest, this is our requester chest. We are requesting stuff and we are providing stuff. We also need to be making barrels. So I actually think we are already doing that because that was needed for something. Yeah, we are producing barrels already. That's good. So this part would require a provider chest, a requester chest. Requester chest will be taking things. They will be placed in the provider one. Okay, something like this. And we'll be transporting lots of fuel. Like this. We don't have barrel and pumps. Right. This makes sense, the fact that we don't have barrel and pumps, because we never build them, right? How would we get barrel and pumps if we never build them? Right. Oh, another thing that I wanted to do. I wanted... Oh, this build looks unfinished. I want to connect this part via transformer maybe, and also this one. I just want the connection to be there all the time. And we can actually do something. I could say that this is a mall. And this is... I guess... top input. right? This will be mul right input. What else do we need? Why is our research so slow? Okay, it's just slow. It's just the way it is, I guess. Right. We still don't have parallel pumps. Right, but what we do have is we know that we need to place thing here. We know that I want to limit it to maybe 5 of them, and I want to request a lot of barrels. By a lot, I mean like 5 stack of barrels. Okay, so I'm requesting 5 stack of barrels and we'll place them there. Here, this would be limited to 5 stacks of barrels, and here we'll be requesting what do we need? We need a fuel oil, so we'll be requesting here fuel oil barrel 500, sorry, not 550. And this thing doesn't have a connection. That's unfortunate, but we can add it easily. Nice. This one has fuel, empty fuel oil barrel. Nice. So this is the way this is gonna work. We are waiting for this barrel to arrive. What's the usage? The usage is pretty high. It's almost 300 megawatts, and actually this thing is jumping. Looks like occasionally higher than 300. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how high it goes, but it's okay because our build, like this build, can support it. We have a problem here, so this is supposed to be better. It's supposed to be using better power pole, so let's upgrade it. Right, and I believe with that we should actually fix the issue that we have, and we should be able to get a better recipe for glass. Like, this is the important one. We really need this one. Right. I should give them access to the power. So this is input, this is output. So the green one is the output, and this one is the input. Nice. And we have mul, 2 inputs. I need to set up barreling here. Why? It says that it's out of power. Oh, because we upgraded this one. Okay, that makes sense. This is input, this is output. Output goes here. We run out of wires. We have chest with wires. Nice. So now what we need to do? We need to tell this to start barreling fuel oil. Nice. And this I picked up by our pods. Everything is working really well. So we are essentially moving this part in this in this tank. We are moving fuel oil in this tank using barrels. It will work for some time and then it will not be needed anymore. And we'll need to, like, we'll have to figure out how to get fuel oil and naphtha. We actually have lots of naphtha, but fuel oil is a bit trickier. Though, on the other hand, we do have fuel oil here, right? This part. No, this one. Fuel oil. We do have a lot of fuel oil, so getting fuel oil is not the problem. The problem is naphtha. And we have it here. We have 1 tank of naphtha. 350,000. And for the science, we need how much? We need 50 to get 5 science. So it's 10 naphtha per science. So we have 35,000 science basically. Actually, a little bit more closer to 50 because we also have this tank here. So we have 50,000 of science, of blue science research that we're able to do. This one will just take it from the, we'll take it from our fuel plants if needed, the fuel oil. Actually, reminds me. Naphtha. How can we get it? Synthesis gas. Crude oil no, crude oil no. So it's all crude oil except for this one. And synthesis gas, we can get it. Okay, nutrient pulp, probably not the best option. So it's actually not that bad. We can flare acetone and we'll get some synthesis gas. But let's see what else do we have. This is the opposite of what we want. Not what we want. Residual gas to synthesis gas. This is kinda good because we have a lot of residual gas here. So we actually have a lot of synthesis gas in these boxes. Fuel oil into synthesis gas. Wait, so we can use farming in order to produce a lot of synthesis gas? Do I understand it correctly? Because this is a really good ratio. 100 to 100. Carbon monoxide. Synthesis gas. Carbon monoxide. I'm getting it from carbon. Interesting. So let me check again. Which are the options that are available to us right now? So fuel oil, the synthesis gas is available. This is huge. This is really huge. Because this build produces how much? We have 5? I don't remember exactly how much we're producing, but I think we're using this one. By this person, we're using gas refinery 1. And we have 5 of them. Okay, so maybe it's not like the best option, but it is an option. Let's check. Is it this build? It could be this one, right? Because we are using fuel oil and we are producing 150 fuel oil. No, we're actually producing less, maybe. We don't have this one, right? Yeah, I'm confused. I guess we have this one. Wait, but this is bioprocessor, and we are producing way more than that. Come on. We are producing way more than that. 6.7 gas refineries. We have only 5. We are not actually able to provide 150 megawatts with this build. So we are missing 2 gas refineries. We need to add them here somewhere, like say here and here maybe, and only then it will work. But we can fix it, like we have some space here. Right, and here. How do I know that I have the right amount of farms? So this thing is built with what? 11 farms in my 22? We have 48 farms. Okay, I feel like the power production is way underbuilt for the actual amount of binafran that we are producing. So we can get significant amounts of synthesis gas. Because this is per second, like 150 or like whatever per second. We can make huge amounts of it, and we can make a lot of naphtha, and we need only 50 naphtha per second. This is good. This is really good. Right. What we are doing, I kinda actually forgot a little bit. Alright, we wanted to start this thing up and to connect it to the power here. Right, and another thing that we wanted to do, we wanted to start building the line part, this one. Line will have, I mean, it's gonna look very straightforward, right? We have, we need some charcoal. I can, you know, I'm gonna copy it here because I don't want dependencies between the builds. So we'll have charcoal here. We will have these things connected. This. And if it actually works and starts up correctly, we will have to make a blueprint. Right, on this one, this is a requester, and it needs to be connected. This and like this. Nice, and this will have to be the provider, right? It's got to be the provider. This one is also provider. Oh, medium electric pulse. Nice. Okay. And this doesn't have medium electric pulse. No, it doesn't. Nice. So we are waiting for this research in order to build this part, because the connections may be a little bit tricky for custom machine, and I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to look. But this part seems to have started working by itself, so I would actually say that this makes it a pretty good build. Except for this one, I guess. So we should maybe add sign for charcoal. I want to snap it to grid with size, tiles, let's get the tiles. That's fine. Actually, we do need tiles because we need tiles because I need the water here. So is it like 60? And actually, this is supposed to be like this, I think. Isn't this how this build's supposed to work? We have like 2 tiles overlap here. Okay, let's call it charcoal. Charcoal. This is the good charcoal, like the proper build. And it works, we can rotate it. It will work, and I really want to place it here. So this is the right charcoal. This is not the right one. I'm just gonna delete it. Okay, it's gone. Now, for this part, for the line, we want to have basically something like this, right? We want to have 1 to 1 to 1 to 10. Let's do this. I can actually copy this part from here. So we figured out the beginning of the build, more or less. No, it's gonna look differently. I mean, I could... I don't know, do I want this? No, I don't care about that. It's too much. Too much to think about. Right, let's see. We will have a washing plant. Let's see how it would look like. It doesn't matter, we'll have 1, 2, 3, and we need 4, right? Let's spin it. So I need 1, 2, 3 washing plants. I'll need to get rid of this gas here. It's good. Then I need to have 10 of this. Can I? I will not be able to connect them like this, by the way. Right, so it will have to go like this. Okay, that's like 6, and we want 10. Can we do that? Let's see. This will be a heavy mud water, this will be a second, this will be a third. Right. We got to connect it like this. I mean, this can actually be compacted, I guess. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I would say no. No, we will not do that. I will keep it the way things are. And we'll try to move it somewhere here. So if you move it, this thing's there. How many? We have 10. Okay, great. We have 10, that's enough. So now it's just a matter of recycling everything here, right? Because we want to recycle the mud. I just wanted gun. I just want the mud gun. You can do it like this, I think. This. Maybe. It's kind of tricky. Well, for sure, because I want water to be placed here somewhere. So let's actually produce lots of water. Let's say we have a lot of water here. So this whole line will be water. Just so that it's easier to kind of think about things. this is gonna be water. So this one will also be water. And we have a pump, like seafloor pump here somewhere. Or not. Or maybe we won't. We'll see. We will figure it out. For now I just want to start building pipes. Have one here. Could have seafloor pump. I guess here. Here. We could have this one. So that's a bit tricky. How am I doing it? How do I do it here? I just connected them directly. That doesn't look very fun, to be honest. But it works. You know, there is like fun stuff, and then there is stuff that that works. Place a flow pump here. No, the problem. Well, okay, we'll do it. We'll do this because we can move all of this down by, let's see, 1, right? That's how we want it to be. And move it down by 1. The problem is that we wouldn't really have access, like easy access to water, but maybe we don't need easy access to water if we place stuff like this. And then we'll have a seafloor pump placed like this. Or, you know, like this. Maybe we don't actually have need to have access to water if you do things this way. And we can also move this whole build down by 1 very, very easily. Let's do this. We kind of have some space there, so let's move it down by 1. Okay, let's see. So this is the main thing. We have seafloor pump. We can actually make it even go like this, and it can connect with top-up valve. Right? And here what we have stuff, mud going. Oh, wait. This is bad. Should move it a bit. We'll have mud going like this. And how should we do this? We want to take the mud and want to place it over there. Have a lot of power poles here. Okay. This is looking good, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, what do we have? We have water, heavy mud water coming. That's good. I kind of want to actually place them a little bit closer to each other, but maybe I shouldn't. Not yet. We'll see. Let's wait and see. And this part will go there. This actually can go directly here. This will go here. This will go here. So this one will be like this. Nice. We will be producing viscous mud water. Awesome, look at this. Things are working the way they're supposed to. Right. So if I copy this part and just drag it down, that's it, right? This is it. We produced a lot of limestone. And now what we need to convert that limestone into something else. We need to, and actually, speaking of converting it, maybe I should do it like this so that I can void the things kind of inside the build, so that it's a bit easier to tile it. Alright, then we can have fast inserter placed here. Alright, and I want charcoal to go from below, so it will actually be coming from here, like this, I think. Right, we'll need another power pole, probably somewhere here. We'll need an inserter, have an inserter, and that should do it. This should do it, and we'll have a lot of limestone produced, and the limestone will go. Actually, it's not a lot. It's like 13 and 5. Oh, okay, it's a good amount. It's a good amount. It will basically go here. Go here. I just want to turn all these inserters correctly. Right. Like this. And delete it. And take this one, copy it. See here. Maybe flip it and place it like this. Okay, nice. What do we have? We can copy this build and just drag it down. And we'll have a lot, and I mean a lot of lime being produced. Actually, can build this up a little bit. Now, with this, I feel that we have an okay understanding. If we don't have enough explosive charges, what happened with them? Where are they? Like, what is the issue? I don't even know where exactly I'm building them. Maybe I'm building them here. It's gonna be hard to find them. It's not here. It's not here. Do I still have production of explosive charges? I probably do. Oh, here they are. So what is missing? Okay, I see. Okay, let's say we're getting 100 of this. I don't know, 50 of this. Charge. Like 2 to 1. Okay. This should immediately become much better, like the situation. Now, what I was looking at, I was thinking, if we can copy. Okay, let's not copy it yet. Let's make these things placed on both sides of the belt. Here, 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 and here. Nice. Right. Let's copy this part. We copied it, and let's move it here. Nice. We actually don't need any input, do we? For this block. I don't believe we do. I don't believe we do. Let's try to tile the things like this. And I feel like we can get rid of this one, to be honest. We can delete it. And the thing is, we actually can produce much more charcoal. Oh, sorry, not charcoal, lime, than we are doing here. Like the only part that is kind of missing is we need to deliver charcoal here. And we can do it with this inserter. Oh, sorry, not inserter, with this like splitter. Right? The complicated part is collecting all of it and placing it inside the belt. So one line produces one yellow belt, so we can actually have 4 of these lines easily. Let's upgrade this. Let's say that we are going for how much? We are going for 52. We need like 1.8. We can even go even more. We can say that we are going for like 78, I guess. Unless I calculate. No, I calculated incorrectly. I'm going for 78. We are going in for 39. Right, let's see. Can have 3 copies easily. This is 3 copies. Right, but we can have 6 copies. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just wasting time. Doesn't matter how I calculate the stuff. The important part is that we have, if we have enough room, we have enough charcoal for all of that, right? Yes. So that is 2 lines. Sorry, this is 4 lines, and I think that's it, right? We are actually staying with not this number, but 52. This is what we are staying with. 52 lime, and we have 4 of the belts. We can actually use you know, we can use the red, like the fast loaders. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, what exactly we are doing at this point, because the build should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's nice. I would probably want to have something like this done here as well. And we can have it working like this. Right? Okay, nice. Now, I'm missing a couple of tiny things. Minor adjustments to the build. Look at this. And with that, we basically have lime production. The only part that's missing is a couple of connections here, and we'll have the standard one, right? Something along like the amount of lime that we have being lower than... What is lime? Is it here? Wow, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that it's there, but it's okay. I guess I don't really understand how these categories work. Nice. So I see a problem. We lost the build that we had. We lost it. We had an awesome build here, but we don't have it anymore. Okay, let's try to build it again. This thing will be built here. We'll have go like this and like this, right? We have the spots. placed here. We will have this stuff here. Power, sorry, not yeah, power pulse is there. We'll need water right there. The water will be powering. Trying to remember how the build looked like. This thing. We also need some inserters. Maybe this inserter. We'll flip it. We'll flip it again. We'll flip it again. So this inserter will be placing stuff there. This stuff will be placing there. This one will have direct insertion. Alright, and we'll have another inserter flipped like this. Okay, but here, and we need this pump. Oh, that's interesting. But it's okay. I'll keep it like this with an overflow. Oh, sorry, with top up valve. Right. That is it. We can move this a little bit below. This is it. This should work correctly, I hope. Can actually wait to make sure that it indeed works correctly before we do anything else. So one thing that I feel is missing is this connection. And we need to produce viscous mod water, of course. Right, I have not marked this recipes as known. Oh, we can produce raw meat. Why do we need meat? I guess I'll figure it out at some point later. Right, let's see. Is it gonna take us forever to build this? Because if it is, then I might just start, you know, copying it. Like, that's the question. Should I? I'm gonna delete this one. And this one. So they're gone. This will basically lead to all of these washing plants being placed where they're supposed to be placed. Then I'll cancel these two actions with like Ctrl Z 2 times. But first I need to make sure that the number of missing washing plants goes to 0. And I don't see it happening. Still 14. We don't have... Oh, the only storage chests that we have there pretty far. Okay, I get it now. So it's supposed to have, like, to go to 0. Okay, this means that the robots started actually delivering them, and now I can cancel this too. And it should work nicely. Now let's copy this part. Is it here? Here. Here. Yeah, and that's good enough, to be honest. We might even, you know, fill this part a little bit so that it looks a tiny bit nicer. I mean, we don't have to, just that. I think it will look nicer like this. Maybe it won't. I don't know, it's kind of personal preference, you could say. And here, what is the problem? What is the problem? Light mod water. We don't have light mod water. Oh, because I didn't copy the recipe. Okay, that's fine. Second, this is third. it's not that hard to copy the recipe. Here, once the buildings are already placed. Let's see. And we are getting our first lime, and we need to connect like this. So we are getting the lime. Everything seems to be working. Just to me, it looks fine to me. What's happening here? We do not have... So we don't actually have input here. You know what? Let's change our rule. Let's place this thing on the output station. Because I don't feel we should actually keep this path at all, because there is no input. It just doesn't make sense to keep this train station going. And here we could say that we have... what is this thing even? I'll just call it line. I mean, it is kind of for plates, right? It's for glass. So let's place it in the plates category. And let's say this is lime. We could say, I mean, it's with ores, to be honest. Maybe we should place it in the ores category. Yeah. So this is ores, lime. It's not really an ore, but I just don't... I don't want to have like some random names. I already have a couple of random names for some things, but this will be lime. This thing is just gone. I don't need it. It's not needed for anything. You can delete it. Nice. Okay, let's take a look. This is working. It's looking pretty good. We will wait for these river ports. I mean, I'll keep them until this part is properly built. Alright. Wow, lots of things are missing. This is supposed to be called, by the way, plates for sure, right? Because this is plates, and that is glass plate. Where is glass? It's glass. So this is glass. This is input of the glass. We know that. And this is... oh, it's off? What? Interesting. This one is on. And this is output of the glass. I can actually call it output. Do we have this one enabled? No, it needs to be enabled. Do we have this one enabled? Yes, that's good. I really need to fix the blueprints. It will lead to a problem at some point. I'm sure that. I am sure that will cause an issue at some point. Okay, so that's basically it. This thing will be built with time. We just need a little bit, like, to produce a little bit of ocean plants. Do we have, like, is the production blocked on something, or is it just slow? I think that's the question. And the answer is, I don't see where my ocean plants are. I don't see the ocean plants. But they have to be here somewhere. Maybe here? I knew we'll have this problem at some point. I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. Are we producing ocean plants? 24. I mean, we could be missing something here, right? We could... No, we are not missing this one. We're not missing this one. Oh, this one. Nice. Okay, we do not have enough pipes. That's good. Okay, they're just built pretty slowly because why? Oh, because we don't have a good place to get bronze. Okay, that makes sense. This is on, and this one is also on. Okay, this is really good. We have the farm, we have lime. Actually, I should mark lime as done, right? Because we built it. So now we are missing on the glass, and then we can proceed with the sciences. Speaking of sciences, I think I forgot to have the robots. Like I forgot to give robots some work, which is yeah, that's not ideal, but it's also not that bad. This part we're able to clear. We should be able to do it here as well. Nice. And here, I actually wanted to do something like this. Nice. So we are getting the area from the worms. It takes some time. Like it's a bit slow. We are not very fast with this process because I keep forgetting about it. But you know, if we got one more block built, and it's like at some point we'll just run out of blocks to build, and we'll win the game. You know, it's simple. One block at a time. Doing it, you know, bit by bit, slowly, but surely, and we'll get there. And look at this, we already have 11,000 of lime. I wonder, so what I'm wondering about is whether these priorities support negative values. That's a good question. Like, do they support negative values or not? I mean, it's not really that big of a deal because we will not have many of these providers. Like, we have only one way of producing this thing, like Javelite, what is the name? Javelite crystal. And the thing is that this build, like this specific one for Javelite crystals, is the one that has here on this belt that needs to be brought back there, lime as the byproduct. So this thing will be producing lime. You can see it here actually. So we have some lime as a byproduct, and what I need this warehouse to have priority. Like this station needs to have wait, why is it saying in? Oh, this is output, right? So this one should have priority for from where we are taking the line. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Seriously? Can I just place it here? I think we are losing some robots. I'm pretty sure we are. That's okay. That is okay. That is not a huge problem. It's not really. Right, here. We kinda need to deal with this worms because they can make stuff complicated. Plus, they can complicate things and it will not be fun. Right. Can I just rotate this? Will this be enough? Yes. So we dealt with that. Next, we'll also need to move it a little bit higher, I think. I'm not actually sure, but it might happen. Okay, okay, okay. Nice. Right, so let's finish the episode here. We are still constructing this part, but we pretty much built line production. We already at 16,000. And in the next episode, unfortunately, we will not be able to produce glass because our blue science, I guess, is not quite fast. We're a little bit missing some signs. Oh, we're actually missing glass, of all things. Interesting. Anyway, this is not super fast, and that kind of prevents us from really researching things. Maybe we should switch and, you know, research some other things meanwhile. Like this one, advanced custom. This looks pretty good to me. Lab research speed. I mean, also looks pretty good. There are lots of good kind of random researches that we can get that should maybe help us a bit. I don't know. Right. Here is the build that we finished. I need to delete this part because we don't actually have input there. And I hope we don't have... Oh, we don't need these ones here either, right? Because I thought we don't have them with our power plant. Yeah, we don't. So let's delete this. Nice. So in this episode we built a line production. I think it looks pretty good. It could be made a little bit more compact, but why? What's the point? I mean, if we really need to, we can delete this charcoal production and place like another copy here. There is enough space for that, and just feed it from the charcoal. So we can scale it a little bit if needed, but yeah. And we might actually design this part to have charcoal block much smaller. Or we can just take charcoal from outside and feed it like here. This is also an option. Yeah, so if we are short on lime in the future, like a little bit, like 50% short, we can just upgrade this block and add input station to it, and it will work. We'll just have external charcoal, which is fine because the charcoal usage of this is super low. And we have like this builds that are producing charcoal and feeding it into the system. Like we have lots of charcoal right now and no one is using it, to be honest. Okay, let's finish the episode here. This was episode 91. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!